He asked how I'd been and I lied. I said I was good, happy, busy. The kind of things you say when you don't want someone to look too closely. But he looked anyway. He watched me like I was something he wanted to memorize. I didn't know what to do with that kind of attention. He noticed details. My necklace. The color on my nails. How I stirred my drink. I couldn't remember the last time someone really looked at me. My husband used to. But now we barely touched. Conversations were short. Always about bills or schedules or groceries. So when this man leaned closer and told me he'd missed talking to me, something shifted. I smiled without meaning to. My heart kicked like it remembered something I'd forgotten. He laughed at something I said, then touched my hand without thinking. I should have pulled away. I didn't. When I stood to leave, he stood too. Close. His coat was warm on my shoulders, his hand warmer still when it brushed my arm. And when he said, "You deserve to be looked at like this every day," I couldn't look away. That was the moment everything quietly started to fall apart. He kissed me before I had time to think. It wasn't dramatic or rushed. It was careful, like he was giving me a chance to stop it. I didn't. His lips were warm, unfamiliar, and I felt myself leaning in. I told myself it was just a kiss, a slip, something I could walk away from. But then came the second one. Slower. Deeper. My body responded before my brain did. I hadn't felt that kind of hunger in years. It scared me how easily I gave in. He asked if I wanted to leave, if I wanted this. I nodded. That was all it took. We didn't speak much on the drive. The silence wasn't awkward, it was loaded. His hand grazed my thigh at a red light, and I didn't stop him. I should have. The hotel room was nothing special. Neutral walls, quiet air. But the second the door closed, it became something else entirely. I wasn't thinking about consequences. I wasn't thinking about loyalty. I just needed to feel wanted. He kissed my neck like it meant something. I let him undress me like it was inevitable. I betrayed my vows before I ever touched the bed, that he touched me like he already knew what I needed. There was no hesitation, no guessing. Every movement felt deliberate, like he had studied me. I didn't feel rushed or ashamed, I felt consumed. He made me forget I was cheating. I wasn't thinking about my husband or my life outside those four walls. I only cared about how his hands felt on my skin. He whispered things I hadn't heard in years. That I was beautiful. That I felt incredible. That I deserved more. I didn't argue. I let him pull sounds out of me I didn't know I could make. My body responded like it had been waiting for this, like it had been starved. I wasn't pretending. I wasn't guilty. I was just there. Present in a way I hadn't been in so long. Every kiss, every touch felt like validation. Like I was finally being seen fully. He didn't ask for permission.